2, 1.
Superfriend. Sit down.
Cadela.
Camila who?
Guess. What do we have?
Say it again?
Cadela.
Cadela. Indonesian.
No.
Okay. I just thought I would go really just like left field
Like
with
way
it.
out there?
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese.
Portuguese. Okay.
At least according to what I looked
Google
up.
Translate.
We do have a very prideful Portuguese friend, Jose, who could tell us otherwise.
Oh yeah. We got to ask Jose and Bruno.
Yeah. Anyway,
Welcome to Superfriend Sit Down.
not only welcome to Super Friends Sit Down, but welcome to a very special Tuesday
Early morning edition.
Tuesday morning edition. So not only are we not at our regular recording day, we're not at our regular recording time.
We're shaking things up.
We also had ourselves a Super Friends sweat down earlier
We did.
by waking up and taking a 6 a.m. class and dying. Yeah. Pretty...
Do you hear my knees cracking?
No. Did you hear my soul leave my body? I almost shit my pants during the workout.
I had to stop. Mike kept telling me, he's like, why aren't you moving? And I was like, I have to poop. I'm like, I actually really need to go to the bathroom. And he was like, wait, really? I was like, yes, that's why I keep stopping. It's not because I'm tired. It's because I need to go to the bathroom. Every time I did a wall ball, like my stomach just, the gurgles.
Oh, yeah. Squat movements when you gotta poop. It's just no.
It's
not
the
good.
up and down. The dips up and down. The wall balls up and down. The double unders up and down. Mm-hmm. The face up and down. The ass up and down.
Well, one up, other down.
Yeah.
You know.
You already know. So yeah, we did that, and then we had a fun little full circle moment because it was just me and Alex in the class.
Oh, yeah.
We had a fun full circle moment because the class, we had to roll each other's hamstrings out, and for those of you who've paid attention since the dawn of time, that is how we became friends.
That was where the term super friend was coined. Mm-hmm. And what that entails, if I could just rewind real fast.
Sure.
So,
Give us a recap.
what ended up happening, what coined this term was we took a little mobility class, and the term was super friending. And in this particular movement, let's say Vince was on the ground. I was standing, and I would take the sleeve of a barbell, which is basically just a big cylinder.
It's about as thick as this, I'd say, as one of these prayer candles.
It's about as thick as Deeves. And you run...
Me and my barbell are as thick as thieves, and we protect each other till the end.
And you roll it along what are more than likely pretty sensitive hamstrings of the person on the ground.
The upper thigh, not a problem. Like the upper part, once you get towards that knee area,
Mid to behind the knee is... It's
I really
city.
felt like my leg was gonna kick up. And that's why I was just like, slow down.
Yeah, I felt bad for you when Mike took over.
I know. I was really just like, okay, Alex is gonna go easy peasy. It's
I
just gonna be a
thought I was
nice steady roll out. You were going like a pressure. It could have been harder, but like it was good for a fucking 6 o'clock in the morning day. If you want to hit me with that at like 4 in the afternoon and you want to go full force after I've already walked around a little bit and like been limbered up, that's fine. I roll out of bed at 5:22. I already had my clothes ready. I threw them on. I put on a little bit of deodorant and I got in the car. I went to the gym and I made it there with like 5 minutes to spare. I think I got there like a minute before you.
Maybe.
So I'm still fucking waking up.
Yeah, that's why...
Chugged 400 milligrams of caffeine and...
I forgot what Mike said to us, but he was like, why don't you do it better? And I was like, it's 6 in the morning.
Something like that. I give credit for the people who can really wake up super early and go.
Oh my God.
Just because I can't do it all the time.
I love feeling so cozy in my bed. Especially when it's it's still a little
a
chilly
nice
in the
day.
morning. And you're just like...
But I have to say, though, I do feel like ready to tackle the day now that I've had my workout.
Oh, yeah.
I have so much free time. Mm-hmm. And normally at this time of the day, I'd still be at the gym.
I'd say like scientifically, if like working out in the morning like really like jump starts your brain function, your metabolism.
I really want to know how much truth there is to that.
I mean, I
because
myself...
they say like successful people, they wake up at 4 a.m. They do yoga. They go work out. They do this, they do this, they do this. And I'm like, okay, but they also have like a fucking master chef preparing them food so they don't have to do it. Yeah. And they've got all this shit ready for them. And
well, that's
they're on their own time.
That's one thing I credit Rob McElhenney.
Who?
He's the guy who plays Mac in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Because he got super jacked. Mm-hmm. And, you know that.
Yeah.
He got super jacked, and then he put up a statement online. He's like, none of you are going to be able to do this because you don't have it. And he just lists out all the stuff that, like, he's entitled to because, I have the money to afford this. So, like, I can get a chef. I can get a trainer. I can do this. They can kick my ass. Like,
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they actually were talking about the exact same thing, where like all these Hollywood actors are getting really jacked and ripped for these roles, and they're doing it because they have the trainers, the coaches, the alarm clocks, the editors, the steroids, the fitness. You know, they have it all.
The what?
The steroids.
The fitness?
The fitness. Not enough caffeine just yet, but they have all the things just at their little fucking fingertips, and then they're like, oh, I got so shredded for this. I can't believe it. Thanks to all this hard work and dedication. It's your fucking job, Mary. You're getting paid millions of dollars to work out for 6 hours in the day.
Yeah.
I would be jacked as fuck too. I wish.
Yeah, if
some of us mere mortals, us poor folk. I can't talk today. Us poor folk. Poor. Hello, poor. Me talking to anybody who makes $1 less than me. Hello, poor.
If I could tell you, I watched last night, not the Brady documentary.
Shocking.
You know who Eric Andre is, right?
Yes.
He
has an OnlyFans, right? Didn't he just make an OnlyFans?
I don't know how true it is as like a real thing or if it's just like for fun.
I saw something. I think he's trolling. Somebody said that he put up like a pay-per-view photo of his feet, and it was just like these fucking jacked like hooves. Oh, they had like blisters and boils, and they were spread. I don't know. He's got to be trolling people.
How much money did you lose?
I didn't do any of it. I didn't pay it. I used to pay for OnlyFans content. Absolutely. I love supporting small businesses. Small businesses, big holes. My slogan. I used to subscribe to a few people's OnlyFans, but OnlyFans, while granted it wasn't originally made for sex work, sex workers did kind of make it a more popular platform for people to use. And they've just been cracking down on a lot of people's content and making it really difficult for sex workers to come out with varied content. And it's pushing a lot of sex workers off of OnlyFans and onto other platforms.
Where they're just like, yeah, come do that thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Well, so like OnlyFans, now if you have a video with another person, you have to provide, I think, 3 forms of identification and their consent to be in the video. And you're not allowed to do outdoor videos if they're sexual. You're not allowed to do sexual content outdoors. And you're not allowed to do anonymous content, I think, like sexual, like going to like a glory hole or some shit. And one person that I follow, you're not allowed to post like anything really other than just vanilla sex. If you post anything that is on the spectrum of kinky, it's considered graphic pain.
So when you say when you said vanilla sex, I'm like, oh, good, somebody's going to subscribe to the missionary page. But you're just talking anything that doesn't involve, like...
You know that there's a website called Missionary Boys, right?
Why would I know that? How many times are we going to go over this?
It's so bad that, like... Obviously, when I say these things to you, I have, like, a 90%, like, he doesn't know what the fuck this is. He has no idea what this is. Breeder boy, he doesn't know. But 10% of me is like, what are the off chance that like Alex was scoping the net at like 3 a.m. one time and accidentally discovered a gay porn site called Missionary Boys? Somebody I used to follow on Twitter was actually on the website. That's the only reason why I know that's the website.
Did you ever see Eurotrip?
Absolutely.
You know when he's freaking out with what he thinks is the pop brownie? He's like, I wish I gay porn once. The girls just never came. The girls never came.
I heard something actually fucking hysterical on RuPaul's Drag Race about porn. They had to do like a stand-up comedy challenge every season. And this season was like the Nice Girls roast where they just roasted a bunch of people. And one of the judges on RuPaul's Drag Race is Ross Matthews. Do you know who that is? He used to be, I forgot what late night show he was on.
It sounds familiar.
But he was like really heavy. He lost a little weight and then he's just been fluctuating. But he's been on that show for a while as a judge. And one of the contestants, whose name is Gottmik, did a joke, and it said, Ross... Oh, I forgot like exactly what the joke was, but...
His name was Gottmik?
Gottmik. That's their drag name. Don't ask questions.
I don't
But
have
the joke was Ross Matthews is the only person I know who comes when the pizza gets delivered. I thought that was so funny.
Yikes.
You don't get happy when pizza gets delivered?
I mean,
Not that happy.
think about last week when I was thinking about when are we gonna eat, when am I gonna eat? And I walk out the door, there's a pizza delivery guy.
At my house?
No, when I came by last week. Remember when you berated me about getting fast food?
Yes.
And I was about to leave, but pizza.
Pizza.
Anyway, Eric Andre.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, Eric Andre. About him.
So he released
Missionary Boys.
he released a movie on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he did movies. I thought he was just doing that trolling talk show.
So the movie itself is filmed. It has a story. It has a plot line. But how it's filmed is filmed like how the Jackass films were filmed. Where
Okay.
they would do stuff and then go for shock value and then record everybody around them. And then at the end of the movie, you see everybody, like, the cast and crew come out with, like, the movie snapper thing. Be like, you all are on a movie! And then everyone starts, like, freaking out and, like, laughing. There's still a few people who have their faces blurred. Like, I guess they didn't consent to the to the release
the abuse.
But
Shock value comedy is abuse at this point.
it's...
It really is, because you're subjecting these people to something they weren't. I'm just trying to go to work.
They go really far with the shit that happens. And,
Really? Like how far? Like fucking Steve-O in a porta potty with shit everywhere far?
Yeah.
That was fucking disgusting. I loved Jackass though. Do you follow Steve-O on Instagram or anything? Do you keep up with him?
Not
I
directly.
still have this clip in my hair. I'm setting my hair. I just took a shower, everybody. I'm
Not
clean.
I don't follow Steve-O directly, but the last thing I saw about him was the side by side of like him at like his worst and the sobriety.
He does videos on his Instagram where he basically just like gives you the behind the scenes of what happened to something. So like he'll take a skit from Jackass and just tell you like all the shit that happened behind the scenes about it. I don't know. I watched a few here and there. It's pretty funny. I've gotten back into podcasting as a people
What a
always say
weird
they're like,
thing to
don't
say."
you listen to podcasts? And I'm like, I used to listen to podcasts, and then I started recording my own podcast, and I stopped listening to every podcast I ever enjoyed.
Well, it's time consuming.
And then I just recently got back into listening to like some podcasts. So shameless plug, The Bald and the Beautiful, Trixie and Katya's podcast. It's fucking hysterical. They had Jamie Kennedy from Scream on. That was a good episode. They talked a lot about a lot of like movie stuff, which is really cool. And then This Is a Bad Idea podcast, which is Jacob Kahn's podcast, which he'll be a guest in the future. And then Marble Weightlifting. Listen to some of their episodes after competing in Sunday's meet, which Joe Marble's going to be our next guest. Just setting you guys all up for future events. What else have you been up to? Tell me about you.
What have I been up to?
Yeah, because I've been living the dream.
I really don't. Nothing really too different. I got to experience a full babysitting experience because Jackie's dog got neutered.
Oh, okay. I was like, you had a baby? What? You were sitting a baby?
No. And watching him is... I mean, I haven't had to deal with it besides more than the one day, but... Man,
Did he chew the cone off?
he is currently on cone 3.
They need to find a way to like get these dogs to just not be able to destroy them.
So they have a thing called a surgical onesie, which I was like, wow, that sounds adorable. And
is it some Chinese torture device? Like
no, it's literally like it's literally a onesie, but it covers up like where the stitches are. But it's like there's no way that they wouldn't chew through the material.
what if it's like bulletproof material?
Like Kevlar.
Yeah, exactly. Kevlar's expensive.
Kevlar is expensive. I mean, it's designed to withstand the elements and bullets. So
I mean, I guess.
if I
What?
if I could keep the giggle train rolling here, can you tell me a little bit about the about Lil Nas X and the explosion of? Because I know you've been
Welcome
itching
to the gay part of the podcast.
And so was that not yesterday night, the night before?
It was over the weekend.
When you told me.
Oh, when I told you, yeah. I of course I asked Alex, have you seen the Lil Nas drama? To which, of course, my super friend responded with,
No.
to which I had to flood his DMs with Lil Nas material. Lil Nas came out with a song called Montero, Call Me By Your Name, which is I want to say there's a video that like explains the symbolism that's actually in the music video, and I do want to watch that because I like when artists take their video and then like pick apart the artistic choices.
See, what's fun for me is I don't follow. I don't listen
either.
to Lil Nas X, so all I know him for is Old Town Road.
Mm-hmm. That's all I knew him for.
So for him to go from Old Town Road with Billy Ray Cyrus, which is a whole other topic.
Old Town Road, Billy Ray Cyrus, yes. To
what's it called?
Call Me by Your Name, where he's lap dancing on the devil,
which is also himself.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he's the only person in that music video because COVID.
Eddie Murphy's it?
Oh, yeah. Like, prosthetics out the ass. I mean, obviously, they have body doubles when they need it, but for the most part, I would say that it's him in prosthetics and green screen material. And the visuals are actually really nice and crisp. Did you watch the full video? I know I sent you the link. No. But essentially, to break it down, break it down now, y'all. He is trying to tell a story in this video of how his entire life people have been telling him, like, if you're gay, you're not going to go to heaven. You're going to go to hell and you're condemned. And so the video is showing like you're about to go to heaven and then, oh no, you're gay. So now here's like the dramatized and like over exaggerated version of what like people think gay people are. Pole dancing hookers dancing on the devil's dick. Speaking of dancing on the devil's dick, people were just so mad. I don't understand. Like, it's a fucking music video. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Same thing with WAP. You don't like it? Don't watch it. But I think,
I mean, so is that not the same mentality of like, if you don't like gay people, then I don't know.
Don't be gay.
Not even that. Like, it's not your life.
Yeah.
Don't concern yourself with it.
Well, it's kind of comical because at this point, the conservatives and the Christians have been saying, like, you're going to go to hell. You're worshiping the devil. You're just being extremely that. And they're like, you know what? Okay, I believe you. Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're mad that you're showing them what they've been saying to you. All I have to say about the Lil Nas video is, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't get it, I can't explain it to you. Have you ever seen... That's some reaction video of some girl on like YouTube, and she just looks so manic the entire time. But I had that saved in my head to say, because if you aren't somebody who struggled with your sexual identity at some point in your life, or heard from people around you like you're gonna go to hell because you aren't like doing exactly what I'm telling you to do, then you're not going to understand it, like, just by looking at it until you, like, do the deep dive where you, like, oh, okay, this is what he means. I would never know because I grew up just, like, being normal. Yeah, that's right. Turn your head, bitch.
I had to burp.
I know.
See, for me, once I saw the little clips that you were sending me, and I'm gonna take you on, like, a quick staircase of, like, my representation.
Side note, Netflix recommendation. If you haven't watched A Staircase yet, watch that.
I'll have to look into it.
It's a murder doc.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's called A Staircase.
I'm sure you find it. So as I saw the little clips of like the lap dance and the pole dancing and all that shit, at first I was like, oh, here we go, another famous musician just doing some shit. But then I got to learn the story about it, and then a lot of the shit that you just told me, and I was like, okay,
I get it.
I get what he's getting at there.
Yeah.
And then I saw the uproar.
Mm-hmm.
The uproar made me respect Lil Nas X so much because he, at this point, is just like, this is who I am, and fuck you.
You have to follow him on... Oh, well, you don't have Twitter. Him on Twitter, the clapbacks are fucking great. He clapped back at Caitlyn Bennett, that girl who shit her pants at the college party, who's, like, just annoying as fuck. We don't need to give her any airtime.
Wait. Is that like is that a person that matters? Like
she's very famously a fucking troll.
Oh, okay.
Like she's like one of the super conservative people. She's like, I have my AR-15 with me right now.
Oh, like a.
But she shit her pants at a college party when she was passed out.
Like a Tommy Lauren kind of person.
Yes, but like the young version.
Ugh.
Yeah. Just horrible. The one thing I didn't know was about the Nike shoe. I saw that like a couple days later, and I was like, whoa.
That is some wild shit.
It's just funny to me because it's so it's just so far-fetched, and it's so obviously like a joke. You think they're gonna put a drop of blood in the sneaker formula? Lady Gaga, speaking of, happy belated birthday to Lady Gaga, she's 35 now, which means she can run for president. Absolutely. And no, so Lady Gaga came out with a perfume a few years ago called The Fame. It was very famously a black perfume that when you sprayed it on your body was clear. It smelled delicious. I actually used to use it very frequently. But the formula was a fucking joke. She said that there was sweat, blood, and semen in there.
Ooh.
Who wouldn't want to wear that? But, like, obviously, like, you know that there's no blood in the formula. You know that there's some dude didn't jizz into each fucking bottle. It's just a joke. You're trolling people because you're just doing it, again, for the shock value. I think the only thing that, like, you can really call him out for on the shoe is, like, it says 666 on it. But at the same time, like, okay, then don't buy it.
Yeah, it says...
Don't be mad.
It says that, and then there's only 666 being released.
Love that.
I think. And each one's going to have a different, like, number. So they're going to be huge collector's items.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think they base price at, like, $1,000, if not more.
Yeah, it's an extremely expensive shoe. And that's, I think, why the Christians are so mad, because they can't afford it. They're too busy giving money at the church donation.
Here's the thing about it. Like, if they're going to run such a huge market about these shoes that say 666, like... Do they not know that, like, heavy metals existed for a billion years? Have they never seen, like, band merch?
Ozzy Osbourne eat a fucking bat?
Have they never seen, like, band merch? Like, there's so much, like, anti-Christian band merch with, like, upside-down crosses. There's shirts that say, like, fuck Jesus on them. Like,
have you ever seen the video of the girl who decodes the Monster can? That crazy fucking Christian woman? She's like, what is the O have in it? It's got a cross. What is the cross the sign of? Christ. Why is Christ on the can? Have you never seen it?
I never saw that one, but I saw one where they were holding the can and the claw marks were decoded, I think, into Hebrew letters or numbers. Yes. And that was
this woman has like a full
666.
I want to say like a school project version because it's on poster boards.
The diorama, that's the one I saw. Yeah.
It's the one she's got the short blonde hair and the bangs. She's got a little shawl on, very Christian. Very Christian. What's crazy to me, though, is I know so many people who are so up in arms about this whole Lil Nas video because, he's showing that he loves Satan and he loves this and he loves that. Yet Netflix just renewed their show, Lucifer, a show about Lucifer Morningstar, the devil. And all these fucking white women are so hot and bothered over the devil because he's so hot and they want to fuck him. Mm-hmm. It make sense.
Not for nothing. People can be devout Christians, devout Catholics, devout Buddhists. They can all appreciate and, like, give their life to some sort of deity. Mm-hmm. Satanism is the same thing.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people who are into Satanism.
Satan's been literally demonized by the other religions.
Satan's tired of being canceled. He just wants his come up. He wants to glow up like everybody else.
He wants to be his own angel. Because he was one.
Yes. Oh, that was beautiful.
Even the devil was an angel. And then he was just like, nah, man, Rumspringa. And went down south.
Rumspringa! Oh my God. What movie was that?
Sex Drive?
Yes. Oh, Rumspringa! Oh, that was a good movie.
Underrated movie.
Very underrated. Absolutely. Movie. Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, the whole thing about, like, people are so up in arms because it's like, it's basically just a giant case of, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. And that's it. There was, in fact, the point you just made before, I remember seeing a meme, because there was a 1 year that Maroon 5 did the Super Bowl halftime show. Adam Levine out there, shirtless,
absolutely
sexualizing himself, and everyone's over there, you know.
Oh my God, he's so hot, I can't believe it. Oh my God,
everyone's at home, like,
I'm still wet. And then the next year, what was fucking J-Lo and Shakira, and they're like, I can't believe my child has to watch this pornography. She's on the pole. She's on the pole in a fucking custom Versace Swarovski crystal dress.
Yes, thank you for taking over the entire thing I was going to say.
Absolutely, because you don't deserve to stand up for J-Lo and Shakira. How dare you? Those are my women. This is my culture. What was the sound that she made? Like, was that like just her being goofy, or was there like a point to it?
Because she is what's her hair? She's some sort of Middle Eastern, partially. I want to say Lebanese.
Okay, that sounds familiar. That sounds about right.
I think, and I think it was something kind of like
In that culture?
yeah, it was
Okay.
something kind of celebrating her secondary heritage because I think a lot of people see Shakira like, oh, she's Latina, not entirely.
Absolutely. There's
gotta
there's
embrace
levels
everything.
to this shit. Mm-hmm. They look at Jennifer Lopez and they're like, oh, it's Jenny from the Block.
Yeah,
Did you ever? Did you?
Sorry,
I saw a video on Instagram where Jennifer Lopez went to her childhood home, and the person who lived there didn't recognize her, and they were like, "How are you going to be Jenny from the Block if they don't know you?"
Ooh, that's true.
What are you looking up?
I just wanted to see what Shakira actually is.
That's fine. Do you want to know what I learned?
Lebanese.
Do you want to learn?
Lebanese and Colombian.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
that makes-
so I guess Colombia is really where she keeps like most of her range, and then she is now showing the Lebanese side.
Yeah,
I guess that's just what people pigeonhole her for.
well, everyone they see her like even.
I still have to do my ancestry DNA thing. It's so they want you to spit a lot into that cup. They
Is
want
that
you.
not something you're used to?
Well,
Just mostly in the mouths.
they want you to spit into the cup, but it's like you can't eat or drink 30 minutes prior. And I'm like, well, I gotta do it on an empty stomach, and then my mouth's all dry, and I'm just.
30 minutes is such a short time. You could literally eat. You can have a meal, and then just watch an episode of anything.
It's.
And then
I
do
know.
it.
I listen to myself complain about that, and I'm like, you go like 12 hours without eating or drinking anything when you're at work sometimes. So why is all of a sudden 30 minutes such a hard concept?
Because now
it's not by choice.
Because
You're
now
telling
you
me I have to do
now
it.
you have to do something in this way. You're not
Yeah.
doing it for yourself. You're doing it because someone told you to.
Absolutely, and I'm only here to do things for myself. I just want to be the greatest version of myself by my standards and my rules.
Oh, good lord!
I don't want to be controlled by no man.
Not all the time, I don't think. In your case,
That's different. How dare you? How dare you? Did I tell you about what happened at the meet? No, because I haven't seen you. So
yeah. Now you can tell me about the meat.
you want to hear about my meet? 9 inches. How about that? No. No, so I wore, if you follow us on social media, you saw that I competed in a weightlifting meet over the weekend, and I posted the socks that were gifted to me by my friend. A lot of inquiries about where to get those socks, by the way. A lot of people liked those socks.
So, if I could answer that question for you all,
Yes, tell the people where to buy them.
got them.
Capitalism.
I got them in a random store in Lambertville. I don't know the name. I just know that it's by the New Hope Bridge, and I saw them and immediately thought, Vince, and then I bought them.
Should we make socks for the Superfriends?
You know,
Merch.
I have been thinking about at least
A t-shirt.
at least stickers.
Ooh, yeah, stickers. I like
it's-
stickers.
Because stickers are just like an easy.
Yeah.
And
I like stickers. A lot of inquiries. People want the mugs. The coffee fairies want their own Superfriend mugs.
Wow.
I think Stina wants her own Superfriend mug. So we might have to start manufacturing some mugs. If you want a mug, I don't know what to tell you because we haven't got any yet.
Maybe. Maybe we'll have to just ask the fans.
Yeah.
What kind of
The fans, the listeners, our super friends.
Chris actually got some stickers made for the beer page, so I might
Oh,
have to,
cool.
I might have to ask him where he had them made because they came out really nice.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
So-
definitely do that. So at the meet, I'm wearing my socks. They say bitch.
They sure do.
Obviously, gotta stay true to my brand. And after I was done lifting, I like
You're like an influencer now.
in the wild. Oh, I have to show you the video I took of an influencer in the wild. I'm gonna post it on Instagram after this.
Yeah, don't show me. Just put it up because
will-
I am very intrigued.
Oh, I can't wait to show. It was in Asbury Park.
Great.
So
Was it by the casino? I bet it was. By the
no,
casino.
it wasn't by the casino. No, it was actually. I was walking onto the boardwalk by that pink, where the bathrooms are, and there's that one pink building. I forgot what they sell out of that stand on the boardwalk, but like the whole thing is pink.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
that's like middle of the boardwalk, right? Or at
Yeah,
least, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I finished my lift, and then I like hold up my leg and I like gesture to my sock, and one of the people who was judging, his name's Eric. He goes, "What does that say, bitch?" And Joe Marble goes, "No, it says bitch."
That must have filled you with such pride.
I dead ass looked. I was like, "That's the only way you're allowed to say it. It's called branding. Look it up." That's why when I posted it on the Instagram, I was like, "Yeah, it's called branding.
That's amazing.
Stay true to the brand."
That's amazing. That actually makes me genuinely happy.
I genuinely, but I really can't talk today. My mouth's too wet.
Oh, in terms of mumbling and that thing I just did, I don't know if you saw, they decided to cast Sylvester Stallone as a character in Suicide Squad 2 called King Shark, who is basically...
Is that who he is?
He's basically... Do you know who King Shark is?
I watched the preview for Suicide Squad. I had no idea who the fucking shark dude was.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. So now you're going to have this big...
You might need
a bigger boat or you might need a bigger street. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I watched the trailer for that and I stopped really early on because I hysterically laughed when Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was like, they were going to rescue her and she's like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're here to rescue you. And she's like, oh. And they're like, but you already did it. She's like, well, I can go back inside and you can do it anyway. And I just thought it was fucking comedy. The way that she does it, great actress.
Very, very Harley Quinn of her.
Yeah. She really has that dependency down. But I have to say, I don't like the wig this go around because it's just too vibrant. I liked her hair better in the first Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey. Underrated. Birds of Prey, great fucking movie. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it.
I didn't see it, but I know it got a lot of hate.
It got a lot of hate. You want to know why it got a lot of hate? Because it was a movie made for women, by women, with only women as the strong people. And that's the only reason why it didn't do fucking great. Because I'm pretty sure it had, like, the seal of disapproval from the higher ups. There's one part in that movie, they're doing this giant fight scene, and the one girl stops and hands a fucking hair tie to the other girl so she could tie her hair up. And I was like, now that is what I'm fucking talking about. That's girl power.
See, that's cool. I like that a lot more than... You saw Endgame, right?
The only one I saw.
It's the only one you saw? So,
it's the only one I saw.
So the instance that you just did, where it's like, they're being super badass, but then like also being funny about it.
Yeah. I
love that. I thought that the scene in Endgame was super, super fucking forced. And
which one? Like the big fight scene at the end?
At the very end, and then...
When, like, everyone's coming out of the portals and shit? Spoiler alert, it's been 2 years.
Not that part. Like, there's a part in the middle of that fight scene where at one point Spider-Man has the Infinity Gauntlet, and then he gets, like, saved by Captain Marvel, and then there's, like, another fight scene that focuses on just all the female characters.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, like, very, like, don't worry, we got this. And it's, like, Captain Marvel, Gamora, Mantis, Wasp. Like,
oh, yeah. You know what that sounds like a lot to me? It's like... Girls get it done. Very the boys. Mm-hmm. So it's just forced.
Right. Like, don't get me wrong. I love that they did it.
Oh, I'm sure it was great.
I thought the presentation was just like... You didn't... Like,
well, that's the difference between like a male director and a female director. You've got the women kicking ass, taking names, tying their hair back, being bad bitches. And then you've got... You know, the male director, it's like, oh, let's just show off all these sexy, robust women and let's just show them all, like, kicking ass and we're not going to give them really any much character depth at all. There was, like, barely any time building up, like, a storyline for the characters. I also didn't see any of the fucking movies.
Well, in Endgame, a lot of them come back, so it's like you can't really develop them during that movie.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, wait, you know, after not seeing a movie and all the entire franchise. You
get to learn a lot about Wasp in Ant-Man and the Wasp and in Ant-Man. Like,
I don't need to learn anything else about Paul Rudd. I know everything I need to know.
Honestly, even if you don't care about Marvel movies, both Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp actually very underrated.
Oh, I'm
movies.
sure.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's probably it's Paul Rudd. Mm-hmm. It's Paul Rudd. Can't go wrong with Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd should be in everything.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna live forever, so
he should be in everything and everyone. I just love staring into your eyes when I say that.
But yeah, to wind back again, those socks, I literally just found them at a random little knick-knack shop in Lambertville. If you've ever been to Lambertville or New Hope, I
just love that their socks that say bitch.
Their shops are a lot of them are very similar, but there's a billion of them and they're all over the place. So if you're ever if it's a nice day and you want to go take a walk, you want to go and have a drink, have some food, or just like enjoy the scenery, go to New Hope or Lambertville. You can literally walk across state lines and you can find yourself some bitch socks. I'm sure you can. I almost got somebody a Doritos ornament because I thought it'd be funny.
A Doritos ornament?
Yeah, it was literally a glass Christmas ornament that just was a big Dorito bag. But it was like $35. I was like, no.
I can make you a fucking Dorito ornament. All you gotta do is take a Dorito and put that shit in some clear resin, string it up.
Oh, you're talking like a full chip?
Absolutely. I would totally I would do an entire tree of chips. When I have, like, my own Christmas tree that I personally decorate,
a chip mystery?
It's either going to be, like, eleganza galore.
Huh?
Eleganza. Beautiful. Don't worry, it's gay. Eleganza galore. Or it's going to be fucking knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Just chips and fucking, like, a McDonald's kids meal toys. It's either going to be utter beauty or utter trash.
One minute's trash, another minute's treasure.
They're just one side of the spectrum, nowhere in the middle. I might do a half and half.
I don't know if you heard...
I'll put a whole line down the tree.
I don't know if you heard my dad joke, but you're making a chip mystery.
Oh. Wah, wah. That's great.
Thanks. So in other news...
Chip mystery, I hate you.
Yeah, you hate me a lot, and it's pretty warranted, but at the same time, like, that's what makes this work. That's what makes the Superfriends sit down.
Hate. That's honestly what fuels the fire, is the burning, itching wrath of hate.
I thought you were going to say a rash.
You got a rash? There's a cream for that. You got hate? There's a cream for that. You got coffee? There better be cream in that. You got an asshole? There better be cream in that.
Oh, gross. So in other and much more worldwide news, that the Ever Given is free from the Suez Canal.
Woo!
So no longer is your... I was gonna make a joke about your butt being plugged as much as the canal was, but now they're not. You know.
Wait, did I tell you about my sister in mortuary school? What she learned? I know I told Mike.
What school?
Mortuary school. My sister's in mortuary school. She's learning how to become a mortician. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had no
You
idea.
didn't know that? I thought I told you. Yeah, it's really interesting, actually. I'm very... When we're done with this, I have to go listen to her presentation for her final.
Cool.
She told me that when you die, before they put you in your casket, you get a nice little butt plug.
You did tell me that.
Did I show you what it looks like, though? Did I show you what it looks like?
Oh, no.
Do I even... Oh, here we go.
I think you could have based it off my reaction. Oh, Christ.
Mm-hmm. They put that because once you're embalmed, like, you can't be leaking fluid.
Which side goes in?
Let me see. Actually, which side do you want? It looks like a lantern. Like it looks like it's got a handle, and then like that would be a light bulb in it.
It looks like it could be a anchor to hang something on a wall. It looks like it could be a hairbrush. It looks like it could be a. It looks like it could be a lantern.
Judging by the way that this looks, I really don't know. Like I feel like the narrow part goes in first, and then this little thing back here looks like it's got a turn thing, so you just screw it in. But they put this in your butthole, and if you're a woman, they also put it in your vaginal canal. And you said butt plug, and I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, my sister got a whole bunch of cool stuff in the mail. She got the stuff...
It's such a terrible segue.
It's not a segue, because we're still talking about the butt plug stuff.
No, but it's saying,
she got a bunch of stuff in the mail.
We're talking about the butt plugs. It's like, oh, she got a bunch of stuff in the mail.
She got a bunch of stuff in the mail of what, like, you use on a dead body, because obviously she needs to learn how to use it. And they have, like, the thing that gets screwed into your eyes, and then, like, the cap that goes over them, so when your eyes are closed, they don't sink in. And yeah.
Holy shit.
Let me tell you something about a dead body. You don't realize they're being held together by fucking paper mache and hope. A dead body, at that point, the decomposition and just the body itself, you can only slow it down with formaldehyde so much. Embalming the body is only going to get you so far. So there's like a mouth guard that you put in that keeps the mouth from dropping in. There's these things that screw into the eyes and then caps that go over it so the eyes don't look sunken in. There's the butt plug so you don't leak fluid everywhere. Being dead's a lot of work. Can you imagine you're going into your hereafter or whatever, and you're like, what is that? Oh, why is that? There's a butt plug in there. Like, that's what my sister was like, do they make sizes, or is it one size fits most?
That's so crazy because even when you're dead, you still have to worry about how you look.
Even when you're dead, you still have to worry about stuff coming out of your ass.
Because I guess I never really thought about just like how much like muscular infrastructure keeps you in line. Like I'm gonna have nightmares tonight about thinking about like going to sleep and being on my back and then my eyes just sinking into the back of my head, like just resting.
You're just gonna look like Beetlejuice. They're gonna sink in the back and they're gonna roll down your tongue.
Yeah, they're gonna rest on my brain. Your brain is behind your eyes.
I know, but
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta have a brain in there.
It's there. It's just not very good.
Oh, you sure about that? You sure about that? Those motor functions are not working right.
Say, it's not very good. The motor functions are fine. It's the location is what's fucked up.
Your sensory.
My spatial awareness is
yeah, there you go.
It's still early. The sun is out.
I know. Speaking of butt plugs, though, can I tell you about something I Can I tell you about something I learned this weekend? Something that exists. Something that really piqued my personal interest.
What scares me the most about this is that there's stuff about butt plugs you're still learning about.
Well, all right. So I remember watching an episode, and I don't remember what talk show this was. I want to say it was the Tyra Banks show, because why wouldn't it have been? About this couple who used to give themselves coffee enemas, which is when you shove a bunch of coffee up your ass and then piss it out.
You pee it out?
Well, like you shoot it at your butthole, but you know it's liquid shits. But apparently because when you drink stuff, it has to pass through the digestive system, and like the liver breaks down the enzymes. So then by the time it gets to your stomach and you digest everything, you're not getting like the full impact. As opposed to shooting it up your asshole, you get the full benefits without having to digest it, I guess. I don't know. I've never done it. I just want to preface this by saying, like, everything I'm about to talk about, I've never actually done. I've just researched it and looked at, like, a Reddit thread.
You get all the benefits with all of the mess.
Yes. So, this isn't even about, like, the thing I learned about. I knew about the coffee enema prior to learning about, do you know what butt chugging is?
Oh, God, there's more. Yeah,
Do you know what butt chugging? How the fuck do you know about butt chugging?
Steve-O.
There you go. Good. You know what? Absolutely. I learned about butt chugging when you shove alcohol up your butt.
Well, people used to do that with tampons because they would soak the tampon and
it's deadly.
Yeah.
Somebody once got... Well, all right. Here's the problem.
It's like a speedway
because,
to
like,
alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. My theory, though, is like, okay, how much of a fucking crazy person do you have to be to put 3 liters of alcohol up your ass?
3 liters.
Somebody got sent to the hospital because they put 3 liters of red wine up their pooper.
the pooper.
Up their pooper.
I mean, 3 liters of anything is a lot.
Absolutely.
So, like, even if you drinking 3 liters of water, that's a lot.
How much is this bottle of a
That's
right now?
1 liter, I think.
This is a quart.
That's
so 1.5 liters.
Oh, okay.
This is half of what that person had up their ass.
So take 2 of those and just into your butt.
Sounds like a fun Friday to me.
You'll get
no, absolutely
You'll
not.
get so much alkaline. Or whatever's in there.
Is this alkaline-based water?
Yeah,
right? It's got pH of 9.5. Purified water. Electrolytes for taste. I want to know what the fuck an electrolyte tastes like. It does not taste like shit. That's what good pussy sounds like. Imagine.
That's what somebody with 3 liters of wine sounds like when they walk.
You're like, wow, I didn't know there was a flood in here. Like, no, it's just coming out of my ass. What? Everyone's like, wow, oh, what a hot day. I'm so dehydrated. I need to go get some water. It's like, hold on, just get a cup. A little spigot, like a fucking Gatorade liter
hold
thing.
On, let me recharge.
I just want to know who came up with the brilliant idea to say, you know what? I'm done with this drinking shit. I'm going to shove it up my ass.
Dude,
someone took take that Smirnoff Ice and shove it up your ass a little too literally.
So here's the thing about it. I'd say it's 2 different people. Either exactly what you just said, where someone was like, fine, whatever, or they were like just drunk, or like, I lost a bet, or a scientist. It's one of the two. It's either someone who is really smart,
A drunk scientist.
or someone really dumb. And also, right in the middle there, you know where that meets? There's literally an entire episode of South Park about this.
Really?
But they eat. They eat food and poop out their mouth.
I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that at all.
You shouldn't like the sound of it, because they also have the literal sound of them in the middle of talking. Like, if I was just be like, yeah, you know, I had a...
What the fuck?
Dude, look at that show. Of course they do that.
I guess.
But yeah, they have the same things.
I
Like,
want to know,
you gain all
what's the realization period of like... all right, let me do a shot really quick. Just... You take a syringe and shoot it up there like a Jello shot. Imagine doing a Jello shot syringe up your ass.
Ew, sticky.
That's where you're drawing the line. Jello is sticky
and gelatinous, and also no, like what? Well, those people are living strictly on efficiency. It's like, I have a lot of shit to do, and I really want to drink.
I got a lot of shit to do. I got to drink, but I don't want my breath to smell, and I want to make sure it hits me right away, and I got to make sure I get it done before the kids get out of school, and my husband's almost home from his surgery, so let me just do it. Let me just have a quick Cabernet.
Why was it so articulate?
I don't know. The entire podcast, I fucking slurred every word, and all of a sudden I'm talking about getting drunk, and I've never talked more clear and concise in my life.
Not only getting drunk, but getting drunk through your ass. That's probably where you're getting it from. Is just
I'm pulling this all out of my ass right now as we're talking.
But I mean, that what you said too about the breath, that could be a thing where people need like that liquid courage. But it's like, I'm going on a date, I'm going on a job interview, whoop, I'm just right in the butt. Little somersault seltzer.
The part of my brain is like, wow, some people really just do some interesting shit just to get through their day. And then part of me is like, well, I'm kind of curious, what does it feel like? Like there's like a little nugget in my brain that's just like, you should try it just to see. You've done it.
Have you not done like, not an enema, but isn't that like what douching is essentially?
Not with like alcohol though.
But that's just, like, you'll know what it feels like, but you'll just be drunk.
Oh no! Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I want well, what if it's a different drunk? What if it's a different type of alcohol buzz?
See, my curiosity,
because obviously you're absorbing the enzymes in the alcohol much faster into your bloodstream rather than digesting them and losing them. So you're like, one shot of vodka orally is going to taste like 6 whatever.
My curiosity is
the other way around.
With certain alcohols, especially like wine, for example.
The sugar content.
Not only the sugar content, but the acid.
Mm-hmm. Very acidic. The burn. That's it's alcohol up your ass. Isn't it gonna burn?
Not only that, is it gonna
feel the burn,
destroy like your colon?
Yeah. I
guess. Is that not gonna wear away like the inner linings of your organs?
I'm gonna have to do some more in-depth research, find out what alcohols don't burn versus what do. Like, can you imagine just like, hey guys, we're doing alcohol enemas today. Today our alcohol enema is gonna be Everclear.
Oh God, I would assume that you just die.
Probably.
Like, we're gonna do Everclear and 151. The ambulance is already on the way.
Oh my God, 151. Mm-hmm. Traveler's vodka, a little Majorska.
Oh God. Just like drinking fire.
What about some Bacardi Dragonberry? You want to really hurt yourself?
Remember when that was like the in drink?
Absolutely. I drank it all the time. I used to love Bacardi Dragonberry with Pepsi. I couldn't tell you why.
It's so funny that you brought up Pepsi, because yesterday I was watching Two Bears One Cave, and Bert Kreischer was going on and on about like how awesome Pepsi is. So it's
why?
I don't know.
How is Pepsi so awesome? Like, have you never had a Mountain Dew? What about a Dr. Pepper?
I think in terms of him comparing it to Coke,
I can't taste the difference. Can you?
I don't know. I would have to give it a shot. I remember we did an experiment in science class once, but one thing that's funny about comparing you and Bert Kreischer is that
compare me.
He's a Liquid Death like addict.
That Liquid Death? That can of Liquid Death? Really? That tastes like shit. Don't compare me to him no more.
It's the opposites. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a graveyard of just Liquid Death cans, and then you're like, nope.
Yeah. I find that canned beverages sometimes are hit or miss for me. I think certain beveraginos tend to absorb like the can in transport, and sometimes I could taste that metally taste. I think it ruins it for me. Yeah. So instead, I'm just gonna drink my Starbucks coffee that's over fucking priced.
Yeah. It's too bad. Do we have any like local coffee shops around here? I don't think we do we?
Not around here. I think the only what's that place by Curtains? There's a coffee house that opened up there, but there
Curtains.
You've never it's like the Avenel Performing Center. It's right up Avenel Street before the underpass.
Okay, no, I know what you're talking about now.
I'm pretty sure there's like a coffee place next to that because they have all those apartments right there, and then it's right next to the train station. I'm trying to think. Actually, we really don't have like a.
We had that donut shop on Main Street. I don't know if they're still open.
They had horrible fucking coffee, and they had horrible fucking donuts.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, it was disgusting. I'm sorry. I tried it one time, and it was just bad. The donuts were dry and crumbly, and not in like a good way. Like it's not. Sometimes it's okay to have a crumbly donut, but when it's dry and crumbly, it's not good.
I remember I went in there once, like pre-pandemic, like fall, pre-pandemic, and I walked in with one of my friends, and we were just looking around. Door was open.
Nobody in there.
No one in there. Door was open. No one in there. No product made. We were just like, I guess we should go.
I got a coffee from there, and it was advertised as a cold brew. And that was some iced coffee bullshit. It was nasty. Do you know what I had the other day? And it threw me off. Joe brought me an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. They're fucking gross. Iced coffee from Dunkin'?
How did this throw you off? Wait, have we not known this?
Well, because I'm so used to drinking cold brew from Dunkin' Donuts now that, like, I took a sip expecting cold brew, and then I was like,
oh. Okay,
yeah, it really...
That makes more sense.
I'm just not... The older I get, the more I'm just so snobby about my coffees.
Yeah, well, dude, I don't remember if I told you or if I told Lou, but ever since he made that pour over for us...
Oh, so good.
I haven't had a better hot coffee since then.
I'll probably never have a better hot coffee than that. Because I never drink hot coffee.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I drink hot coffee a lot. Maybe not so much as the warmer weather approaches, but I haven't had a better hot coffee since Texas till then.
Texas.
And this is just I'm talking just strictly black coffee. I've had plenty of hot drinks made, but strictly black coffee, it's almost like I'll have one like at work, and I'll just like hold it in my hands and be like, ugh. I guess.
I got a coffee from your job one time this was pre-pandemic, and I was drinking it while I was shopping. I was like, they fucking serve this shit to people, and they expect them to pay $5 a cup. It's nasty. Some places really have like the nerve, the audacity, the gall, and the balls to serve up a cup of hot sludge or cold sludge, and call it coffee, and charge a fucking $100 a cup. Because you know what? Us fucking stupid bitches pay it.
Ooh, coffee?
Coffee... I want to say coffee's not a personality trait, but it really is for me.
Oh my god. It's your literal bloodline.
You know how it's like they have those shirts, it's like messy hair, sweatpants, coffee, no makeup. None of that's me except for the coffee. My hair, neat. My outfit,
I genuinely can't stand those shirts.
Me too.
I really like the ones where it's like
it's a list.
Not only is it a list, but like the ones you get like the little knickknacks and like the signs for, where it's like it's wine time. Or
yeah, what happened to like the good funny ones where like this is not a beer gut, it's a gas tank for the sex machine. I need like a good.
So I think it gets broken down by like dads and moms.
It's no. It's dads, basic women, because no, like there's some moms that don't fuck with that, and then there's some people who will never have children because they shouldn't who wear them.
You know what other things bother me too is like even like a lot of the fitness brands that we'll follow, like Wags and Weights for a specific thing. It's like
I do like their one shirt though that says like I was checking out your dog.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was good.
It's like Or those ones where it's like, I only like 2 people and my dog. I only like chips and salsa. I don't know. This is the choice you made today?
I have a shirt that says something along those lines, and like I never wear it just because it's like, well, I do like more than 2 people,
and I don't want to be a liar.
Yeah, and I don't want people to look at me and be like, that guy's an asshole. He only likes 2 people.
Because there will be people that take it literally.
Absolutely.
It's like, why don't you got more friends?
Hello, they got Lil Nas dancing on Satan's dick, and they're like, oh my god, he's worshiping the devil dick. No, he's worshiping like the devil himself. He is the devil, and he's just saying like, I'm taking the power back.
Do you remember when I showed you that awful music video for the Devil Daddy? And if you don't, I'm going to show you when we leave.
Wait, what? This sounds so familiar.
It's like a dude on stage, and he's like literally.
You did.
I did?
You did. I remember
so
this
horrifying.
now. Did I ever show you the video of a drag queen doing cosplay as Voldemort to Ariana Grande?
No, but that sounds hysterical.
It's a drag queen with full Voldemort paint, like the prosthetic nose, like bald head,
the lack thereof.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like the full Voldemort face, and then like a black turtleneck dress, fucking hips wider than Cardi B, waist cinched in, like neck down, woman, neck up, Dark Prince. And and the drag queen's doing the song from Ariana Grande, Dangerous Woman.
So is this Voldemort Prince of Thickness?
Absolutely. 100%. That's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm glad I could be part of your community.
I can't wait. Yeah, you can be. Oh my god, we're almost at an hour. Wow.
And what's great is
we barely talked about anything.
We have all these notes about stuff we wanted to talk about. I mentioned the
hour.
Suez Canal for 3 seconds.
I know that was supposed to be the main topic of this episode.
I mean,
well, it's not really. We can't really talk about it now that it's free.
Truth be told, like if I could summarize it, shit happened. It was pretty catastrophic. Crisis mode was almost engaged. Almost lost a ton of livestock. There could have been millions of dollars that were like being lost by nations. God knows what's going to happen to that sea captain when he gets back to home. And he's just like, ugh.
I just want to know, like, how did they not figure something out sooner?
I think it was just the fact that it was wedged. Like, it was just so wet. Like, they couldn't butter up the concrete.
Get some J-Lube and it'll come right out. Lube that bitch up and wiggle free. You know what they needed to get that ship free? They needed a fucking army of bottoms. I'm telling you. Army of bottoms would have had that ship free in 15 minutes.
I was just going to say the gays.
How many gaping holes do we need to get a boat stuck out of a canal? You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. How does that translate?
Gay people know how to shove things in their ass, and once it gets stuck, they know how to get rid of it. So,
okay.
I've said this before on this podcast. Gay people are sick, rotted, twisted people.
Once you said, like, it's like they know how to get things in there. It's like, yeah, it's already stuck, though.
Yeah, they know how to get it out. You got to know how to get stuck, and you got to know how to get unstuck. And that's my motto for the week.
What was that movie? The one it's at the very end of the movie, and the woman gets caught on the piercing.
What?
You know
what?
It's a 90s movie. It's you showed us clips from it at my house that one time.
A piercing?
She's blowing some dude, and she gets like stuck blowing the dude.
Oh yeah, the sweetest thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Selma Blair got her mouth stuck behind a dick piercing.
Yeah.
And you know what?
So
they sang Aerosmith, and they got set free. All they needed to do was sing "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing," and that canal would have been just open wider than a fucking a night at the Eagle.
Well, it's not the canal that needed to be wider; it's the boat that just needed to.
How do you know?
Up.
What if they needed to just stretch the canal a little bit wider, and then the boat would have just been fine? There's so many butt jokes that I didn't know I could make.
One of my favorite things I saw about the Suez Canal is somebody wrote something where it's like a bunch of beefers. It's like, it's the Messiah, and it's just the boat that's stuck.
Stop. up. I saw so many things.
It's fantastic.
And
the internet stays undefeated.
Absolutely. I thought I had something in here about the Canal, and I really don't. No. I thought I did, but I don't. I don't know I don't know why, but I have this in my phone.
So
I'm so confused as to why this is in my phone.
So to everybody unsure of what I just saw,
you don't want to know.
I myself am unsure, but if you picture this coffee cup as a little pile of poopy, being presented like this, if you just dark screen, all you see is hands and poopy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But yeah, long story short, we could have talked about it, but before I got here today, I found out the boat was free. So
imagine, thank God we filmed today instead of yesterday, because we would have did a whole thing about how it's stuck and all these jokes about it being stuck, God. And then tomorrow it would have been free and would have been like, fuck.
It's literally like,
Rush release the episode,
yeah, which we're not going to get into now, but it's literally the exact same thing that happened with everything we said about Kylie Jenner yesterday. There was a whole like blown out of proportion misinformation thing that we're not going to get into, because truthfully, between Vince and I, and probably you, like, do we care anymore?
Yeah.
She's rich. The guy's okay.
She's rich. We're poor. It's going to stay that way for fucking ever.
Yeah, most importantly, I'm almost positive that the artist's surgery went like well. He's recovering. That's the most important thing.
I'd say.
Yeah, move past it. Whatever. It's happened. It's done. If people can come back from cancel culture as being like a
you know what? We just cancel it. Just cancel that joke. Whatever you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, because remember what we talked about with like Chris Brown and Chris D'Elia, where it's like, wow, they've done some shit.
Oh yeah, and then like everyone suddenly forgets like a month later.
Yeah, now they're just back and doing things. I mean, like you do what you're gonna do. Just don't do it again. And
well, Kylie Jenner's the queen of getting fucking read for filth by her fans and then showing up to be like reminding us that we're still poor and beneath her. Mm. She did that with her shower. Did I tell you about that? Did we talk about that on the podcast? She posted a video of like a shower at like, I don't know wherever the fuck she was.
Like her cleaning shower,
like a bath shower. So she posted a video on, I guess, Instagram of her shower, and like the internet just shitted on her because the water pressure was so low. And a few days later, she's like, I see a lot of people are talking about like my weak shower pressure. Like, that was my shower at my office, guys. This is my touch screen fucking, I have a whole control system right here for my shower that's got 16 heads that can power wash my pussy. Like, I just want to remind you all that I have a fucking $100,000 shower, so you can all suck the left nipple while I'm getting clean as fuck, you poor motherfuckers. That's just what I think Kylie Jenner sounds like in her head.
16 heads sounds like, you know those movies?
16 heads sounds like a good night.
16 heads sounds like California. 16 heads sounds like, you know those movies where like literally any viral contaminant and something runs through into the other building, and it's a decontamination shower, and just like,
we got a 2319.
Yeah, and it's just from all sides.
Deadass, that's like exactly what her shower looked like. It was probably about the size of like where we podcast.
Why?
It's got a temperature controlled like touch screen fucking I don't even know like what to call it. But she's like, yeah, I'm gonna set the temperature to 105. Meanwhile, isn't California known for like droughts?
Yeah.
So can't wait for her to get like under fire for that.
It's just,
I saw something about celebrities, and I really have to say it's so true. People want to complain because these celebrities are thrust into like the spotlight and the public eye, and they're supposed to be these like role models for the youth of America. But number one, they didn't ask to be a role model. Number two, they're not a role model. Three, most of them are really shitty people that you shouldn't be looking up to anyway.
Can I tell you, I saw something so alarming the other day where I think some sort of organization like polled a bunch of kids, like young kids in schools,
okay,
about, like what they want to be in the future.
They surveyed,
thank you.
Polled.
And I couldn't remember the word.
They polled a bunch of kids. They said, do the Lil Nas dance right there on the poll.
No,
there was a really funny fucking TikTok about
surveyed, that. And like the top 5 answers included like YouTuber, blogger, influencer. Towards the bottom of the page, architect, lawyer, doctor. It's just
People want to make money by doing the bare minimum.
or they want to
And
have fun.
I can't disagree that it's not a fun thing. But at the same time, like, you need a trade. You need a skill.
Yeah.
Lonnie Love, a comedian, fucking engineer career before she was a comedian.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. She's smart as fuck.
I think in the
Shout out to Lonnie Love, because she's great.
In the early 90s, there was I think there was a really popular porn star that was part of Mensa.
Love that.
Like, just a room of big brains. Like, that's
Absolutely.
pretty crazy.
Because guess what? People who are really smart can have sex and be good at it and have it on camera. It's called diversity.
Rivers Cuomo, the singer from Weezer, I'm pretty sure he has like a master's or a doctorate in like
I
biochemistry.
thought you were going to say, yeah, he's got a porn career. And I'm like, the guy from Weezer has a porn career? Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure he has a degree in like biochemistry or something scientific. Like,
That's cool. You know what I have a degree in? SAS. I got a BFA. Big fat ass. We've already learned that.
if I can find a place to make certificates,
You probably can. I can't wait. I ordered your girlfriend a birthday gift yesterday.
did you really?
I can't wait for it to come in. Because it's gonna kind of coincide with your birthday gift that we talked about. And I can't wait.
The one that we talked about that you want me to get her.
Yeah, that I want you to get her. That you probably won't get her, but I want you to get it for her. I wish you would. You should. We could split it. It could be a podcast gift.
I'm on the fence.
Okay. And on that, like, secluded note, wow, 1 hour and 6 minutes. Shall we wrap it up?
Yep. Now that
Since
we've
we've talked about absolutely
now that
nothing.
we've only hit the tip of the iceberg of
Just the tip.
of our
Butt plugs.
story that we were going to talk
Canal.
about. I mean, I might even just ditch these notes because they were going to tie in. They were going to tie into everything we were going to talk about today.
We could
but
postpone that episode for next week or something. We could figure it out.
it's just now it's a matter of making it funny. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, well.
But I don't know.
Until next week. Like, comment,
until
subscribe.
Next week, until next time frame of day. We don't know. The sun's still out. It might be a little brighter in this room on this video.
Just come back later. We'll record another episode.
We've done it before.
We have. Have a super week, everybody.